Okay, Internet. So today we're going to be working on the recipe Compost from Forme Cury. The first ingredient is root of parsley, which I honestly don't have. It's sort of like a vegetable, it's another tuber. The next one, pasternak of raisins. I'm not sure what the of raisins means, but pasternak essentially means parsnip. So we have one parsnip here. I don't honestly think I've ever eaten a parsnip, so we'll see how that comes out. And then since I had a bunch in my cupboard, I'm going to go ahead and use some of my carrots. These are standard carrots. It's possible the of raisins means like, hey, parsnip that is orange. I don't know, that might be a stretch. Anyway, we're going to, I'm going to scrape them first and then wash them. And then it wants me to take grapes, which I think means radishes, but I don't know, the grocery store wasn't bringing me any. So no radishes, and cabbages, which if you say it really fast, it does sound like cabbages. There's a possibility it means little cabbages, and of course I don't have little cabbages. I have what I got in my produce box, was a giant cabbage. So I'm going to go ahead and pare it, as in to cut it up, and corn it, as in to cut out the core. And that's going to be part one of a recipe, and I'll come back once those are in the pot and boiled to almost fork tender. Okay, Internet. So I ended up using the parsnip, all the carrots I had laid out. I used only half the cabbage because once I started throwing it in the bowl, it looked like it was going to overwhelm the carrots and the parsnip. So I cooked that for about 20 minutes on a boil, and then I quickly added some pears. They were just about gone. I just sort of quartered them and took out the seeds. Boiled that for, I don't know, maybe a whole minute because my pears were really close to being really soft. And then I've dumped it out and strained it and laid it out on a fair cloth. I'm going to let this cool and then add salt. Okay, Internet. So I ended up using about 2 teaspoons of the kosher salt. I put that on the vegetables, bundled those up, put them in the fridge overnight, and it actually pulled out quite a bit of liquid. So now I've spread it out again, and now I have some saffron and some powdered dew that I've sprinkled over top of it. Going to give this a good mix and then put it in the canning jars. I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use the whole anise, even though there's a pretty good chance that it shouldn't be using star anise, but I think the star anise is going to look pretty. You know, probably won't poison myself. So anyway, I'll come back once I have it in the jars. Okay, Internet, so here's where I ended up. The compost essentially for this recipe, the way I've made it up, it comes out essentially as sweet honey mustard pickled vegetables, which is good, but I was actually thinking I wanted to aim something more like a chutney. So in thinking about what I could have done differently, it occurs to me that pears have a lot of pectin in them, and the pectin would help to sort of make it more jelly-like. So I think that even though I had 4 pears, I think I should have used a lot more pears and a lot less vinegar and a lot more honey. This is still good. I mean, we're going to eat the heck out of it. It's, like I said, honey mustard pickled vegetables. But if I wanted to go to sort of a honey vegetable chutney, I'd need to increase the pears, increase the honey, and decrease the vinegar. So we'll have this with some roast pork soon. All right, husband, trying the pickled veggies.
It's much sweeter than I was anticipating. Are those mustard?
There are mustard seeds, there are fennel seeds, there's anise or star anise, but I don't think you got any of them. Cabbage, turnips, carrots.
This is like vegetable dessert.
All right, vegetable dessert. So we can keep having it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. Vegetable dessert.
Really good.
So there you go. With all kinds of background noise. So there you go. I ended up with pickled veggies. I wanted, say, a chutney. I'm going to accept it. It's pretty tasty. Till next time.